The Dragon's Quest. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young girl named Lily. She was known for her bravery and her love for adventure. One day, while out in the forest, she stumbled upon a dragon who was caught in a trap. Despite her fear, Lily approached the dragon and freed him from the trap. The dragon was grateful to Lily and wanted to repay her kindness. He told her of a great quest that he had been on for years, to find the enchanted crystal that would grant all his wishes. But the crystal was guarded by a powerful sorcerer who lived in a far-off land. Lily, being the adventurous girl that she was, offered to help the dragon in his quest. And so, they set off on a perilous journey, through thick forests, across roaring rivers, and over treacherous mountains. As they traveled, they were followed by a band of mischievous goblins who wanted to stop them from reaching their goal. But with the dragon's fiery breath and Lily's quick thinking, they were able to outsmart the goblins and continue on their quest. Finally, they arrived at the sorcerer's castle. The sorcerer was a wicked man who had been hoarding the enchanted crystal for himself. But with Lily's bravery and the dragon's strength, they were able to defeat the sorcerer and claim the crystal. The dragon was overjoyed and granted Lily one wish. But Lily, being a selfless and kind-hearted girl, wished for the dragon to be free from his curse of being trapped in the mortal world. And so, the dragon was able to return back to his home in the enchanted forest, free to fly and roam as he pleased. Lily returned home, proud of the adventure she had been on and the new friends she had made. And from that day on, the people of the kingdom spoke of her bravery and her kindness, knowing that Lily was truly a hero. The Dragon's Treasure. In a far-off kingdom, there was once a magical land called Dragonia. It was home to countless dragons who had lived in peace with the humans for many years. These dragons were different from the ones described in other fairy tales. They were gentle and kind, and had never caused harm to anyone. One day, a young prince named Marcus stumbled upon Dragonia while he was on a hunting expedition. He was amazed by the beauty of the dragons and the warmth of their community. However, there was one dragon who stood out from the rest, a majestic creature named Saphira. Marcus was in awe of Saphira's elegance and strength. Saphira could sense the young prince's affection for her and decided to take him under her wing. She taught him everything he knew about the dragons and the enchanted land of Dragonia. As time went by, Marcus grew to love Saphira more than anything else in the world. He wanted to show his appreciation for all that she had done for him. So, he decided to embark on a quest to find the dragon's treasure, a legendary collection of precious jewels that were said to be hidden deep within Dragonia. Saphira warned Marcus of the dangers he would face on his journey. But the young prince was determined to find the treasure. He bravely set out on his adventure, facing challenges and obstacles along the way, and made many friends among the dragons. Finally, after many days of searching, Marcus found the dragon's treasure. It was more magnificent than he had ever imagined, a dazzling array of diamonds, rubies, and sapphires that sparkled in the sunlight. With the treasure in hand, Marcus returned to Dragonia, where he presented it to Saphira as a token of his gratitude. Overwhelmed with emotion, Saphira thanked Marcus for his devotion and sincerity. From that day on, the people of Dragonia and the humans lived in harmony. Saphira and Marcus became inseparable, and together they ruled over the land with wisdom and compassion. The legend of the dragon's treasure lived on, serving as a reminder of the wondrous bond between humans and dragons. And so, the kingdom of Dragonia remained a magical place, where the dragons roamed free, and the humans lived in peace, a true testament to the power of love and friendship. The Dragon and the Lost Princess. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, lived a young princess named Sophia. One day, while taking a walk in the forest, she stumbled upon a fierce dragon named Drackle. Instead of running away in fear, Sophia approached the dragon with caution and kindness. Drackle was surprised by Sophia's bravery and gentle nature. He had always been feared and avoided. But her kindness touched his heart. Sophia and Draco became unlikely friends and spent many afternoons exploring the forest together. One day, while Sophia and Draco were out on one of their adventures, they came across a group of evil witches. The witches had captured the prince of Sophia's kingdom and held him captive in their castle. Sophia and Draco knew they had to act quickly to save the prince. Draco led Sophia to the castle where the prince was held captive. The two of them worked together to sneak past the witches' guards and rescue the prince. With their mission accomplished, Sophia, Draco, and the prince made their way back to the kingdom, where they were greeted as heroes. Sophia and Draco's friendship proved that kindness can conquer even the fiercest of creatures. From that day forward, the people of the kingdom no longer feared dragons and instead welcomed them with open arms. And so, Sophia and Draco lived happily ever after, spending their days exploring the forest and going on new adventures together. The Brave Knight and the Three Dragons. Once upon a time, in a world where dragons roamed and breathed fire, there lived a brave knight named Sir William. He was known throughout the kingdom for his courage and bravery. One day, a messenger arrived at the castle with news that 3 dragons were terrorizing the nearby village. Sir William immediately set out on his horse to face the dragons. As he approached the village, Sir William saw the 3 dragons lying in wait for him. The largest dragon, the red one, lunged forward, spewing flames from its mouth. But Sir William was ready. He drew his sword and charged towards the dragon, dodging its flames. In a swift move, he struck the dragon's head, killing it instantly. The 2 remaining dragons, a blue one and a green one, saw their comrade fall and retreated to a nearby cave. Sir William pursued them, determined to rid the village of the dragon menace. Inside the cave, the blue and green dragons were waiting for Sir William. The blue dragon breathed out a gust of icy wind, but Sir William wasn't deterred. He swung his sword and slayed the blue dragon. The green dragon was now the last of its kind. It breathed out a cloud of poisonous gas that made Sir William cough and choke. But the brave knight refused to give up. He took a deep breath, held his sword tightly, and charged forward. In a final battle, he plunged his sword into the green dragon's heart, killing it instantly. Sir William emerged from the cave victorious. The villagers cheered his name, grateful for his bravery and courage. From that day on, Sir William was known as the Dragon Slayer, and he lived happily ever after. And the 3 dead dragons were never seen again. The Dragon Prince and the Magical Quest. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom known as Dragoria, there lived a dragon prince named Zephyr. He was a kind-hearted dragon who always wanted to help others. One day, while he was flying over the kingdom, he spotted a group of children in distress. They were crying because they had lost their way back home. Zephyr flew down to the ground and asked them what happened. The children told him that they had followed a magical butterfly, which had led them deep inside a forest. But now they couldn't find their way back home. Without a second thought, Zephyr offered to help them find their way back home. The children were overjoyed at this offer and happily agreed to follow him. As they were walking through the forest, they stumbled upon a wicked witch. She was known to be the most evil creature in Dragoria, and she had been causing trouble for everyone in the kingdom. The witch demanded that they give her the children, or else she would cast a spell on them. But Zephyr stood his ground and refused to let the witch harm them. In a fit of rage, the witch summoned her army of dragons to attack Zephyr. But he was not afraid. He unfurled his mighty wings and breathed fire to defend himself and the children. The battle was fierce, but Zephyr fought with all his might. Eventually, he defeated the witch and her army of dragons. The children were safe, and the kingdom of Dragoria was finally free from the witch's reign of terror. From that day forward, Zephyr became a hero in the eyes of the people of Dragoria. His bravery and kindness inspired others to be like him, and he lived happily ever after.